Hello YouTube, this is Nite of Misfortune with Empire Strategy, and today I wanted to show you another Supreme Commander 2 replay of some very good players playing. This one is not going to be as creative, shall I say, but rather of a more standard build flavor, or so if you want to look at it that way. But nevertheless, it was a very interesting game in my opinion, and I would like to show you guys. So I am paused at, well, hang on, let me introduce the players first. In the bottom, we have AM Telcrome, yes, spawning as red Aeon, and looks like he's grabbing some mass extractors, but we'll go over build orders later. His teammate, we have AM Demacy, spawning as white Cybran. Their opponents are no weaker, are actually pretty good. We have Bros and Bros Dr.Crazy as Blue Cybran, and his teammate is GG, good game, Lucy, which is also known as, pretty sure that's Nausicca. Yes, it is Nausicca, sorry. Not pretty sure, positive. Anyhow, I am positive 5 seconds, game speed 2, let's take a look. 3, 2, 1, launch. Alright, so Telcrome is opening up with 3 land factories, pretty made up build. So is Damacy, 3 factory build. So is Lucy, 3 factory build. And Dr. Crazy, probably the best player out of these 3, is opening up with something that's not 3 fac beta. Anyhow, looks like just 2 factories for now, and some mass expansion. Other than that, not much. Pretty standard 3 fac openings from players. 2 mass extractors by ICU going into 3 land factories, and mass extractors by engineers. Engineers also going to grab that radar, pretty standard. Although, don't necessarily need the radar, but it's better to have a radar. As you can see, everybody's grabbing one, and I think Telcrome, yeah, he's about to grab one himself, and GG Lucy is also grabbing a radar. For you new players, a radar is of vital importance. Do not skip it. When you're rushing, you could technically deal without it, especially if you bring an engineer and an ACU with you, but usually you want to have a radar no matter what your strategy is. So it doesn't look like there are any research, and you do see Crazy also opened with a 3 fac opening actually in the end. But he does have most of his mass covered. Actually, everybody does. Interesting. It's alright, and we see some engagement. Actually, nice pickup by Demacy. They're picking off this mass extractor. That's going to give him a nice, and also Ori grabbing one. So both teams trading really quickly. We have a nice engagement over here. And we see the micro. Ori's micro coming into great play, trading very well with those tanks. Other than that, we're just amassing some forces to the left. Ori is grabbing that final mass extractor. He's going to have the best economy from a sort of conservative start, shall we call it. And everybody's just reclaiming what they lost. Lucy's pushing on the left. And we see some Brackman fire from Demacy. Now, Lucy's AC is quite damaged, so he is gonna back off. I might just call him Nausicca from now on. Yeah, let's just call him Nausicca. Why not? Damacy is definitely lagging on mass a bit. That might play a role eventually, but this forward mass extractor usually does not get the opportunity to be teched up, and I guess it's better not to have it than to lose it and give the other players research points. So as we can see, we have a nice ACU tank over here, and we have some engineer shenanigans going on here. Oh, and there's a capture coming on. He's running, yep, and he managed to do so, some mass reclaiming. Meanwhile, on the left, Demacy wants to push. He has a bit of an upper hand in this area because he has a Brackman. Well, I wouldn't call it a bit of an advantage, it's quite a bit of an advantage. And most likely he would just push ahead and try to take out that ACU, or sorry, radar, ACU. Well, yep, and manages to do so, and now probably will back off a bit. Meanwhile, Crazy has built a fifth factory already, and has started the production of adapters, a very powerful Cybern unit. Meanwhile, more engagement coming here. Lucy is still not, sorry, Nausicca. Nausicca is still not fully healed. And that Brackman fire is starting to take a toll against this factory shield, and there it goes down. And Nausicca is producing Brackman of his own. Meanwhile, Crazy is bombarding this mass extractor once again. And actually, Telcrome going straight through that Brackman fire, which is not something you want to do. Let's see, just pretty much Brackman fire all day. There's a shield on this, so it's going to be harder to push against this. Telcrom also building a PD. Now Cybern has a hard time getting Cobras out. They need actually research for that, so definitely an advantage if you make your opponent go Cobras, but you do have to keep in mind what you want to do in retaliation to those Cobras. Anyhow, Demacy still pushing, and I think that damaged ACU is playing quite a key role right now because Lucy is not able to tank with that. And ooh, that was a nasty Brackman shot. Surprisingly, that factory still has shields. More Brackman shots on the right as well. Both players are just gearing up for a dev ball army with adapters and Brackman mixed, and Aeon is definitely at a disadvantage here. Oh, he did get shields, quite nice. So probably teleport. We're gonna see a teleport here. He does have sufficient energy. Can't imagine what else he would use it for, and he's getting more research. But at this point, I don't think he has enough time to get a research. He doesn't have enough research stations to get to teleport quite fast, so it will be still some time. It's only 10th minute, and I don't remember the timings, especially for this new patch for the teleports, so wouldn't know. But I do know for sure that without any research, it's still a while to go. I would guess maybe 18th minute without research, and that also depends on how much stuff you kill, obviously. All right, it looks like Damacy was pushed back, and he still has a really bad rally point. Okay, catches that in time. Ooh, and Nausicca is going to get quite a nice pick off here for that mass extractor. And let's see, Telcrome is defending but getting hit by some nasty Brackman fire. Those PDs coming into play, but those shields on those adapters are just way too strong. Some of the fire is getting through, but really nothing too much. Ooh, and Crazy is actually going to take out that factory and pretty strong push forward. I'm not sure why Telcrome is backing off here. He had a decent position there. If he would have just split his army and under those shields, maybe. But now he's engaging in an even worse position and taking Bracken fire. Oh, nasty things are happening. Demacy's locking down that. Ooh. As you can see, this Brackman fire is just not letting up. Hitting those tanks left and right. Oh my goodness, 5 tanks fall. Not a good day for those Aeon tanks, even with shields, as you know. Ooh, and I missed this flank right here. Good lord. Telcrome Not this is panic mode. Telcrome is going into pure, full-out panic mode. This PD is not going to accomplish anything. As a result of that panic mode, he also misses this whole army. Now he is countering, but I imagine Crazy has unit deto, and I imagine structure deto is somewhere there. He probably got enough just from that unit deto. We see some more fighting going on over here. Some more exchanges, and it looks like Demacy has a upper hand here. That ACU, damaged ACU, definitely played a role there, taking out the radar again, and some more. Basically, what Nausicca has here is just adapters, which is not going to do well against a mixed army, especially with that many adapters. Ridiculous. Alright. Demacy is going to clear these factories out. It's just a matter of time. Meanwhile, Crazy is flanking Demacy. He really has to. I'm quite surprised he missed his ACU though. And by the looks of it, the army, the red army, the commie army to the right was destroyed by structure detonate. A big wall of PDs in a weird arrangement, might I add. Usually you'd want to maybe put them vertically here. Don't really see the point of putting them horizontally. But anyhow, Demacy succeeds in taking out the whole base over here. Not really surprised by that. The game was going towards that. Meanwhile, Crazy's starting to encroach on this base. Only can't count 6 factories over here for Damacy. We have air coming out for Telcrome, just giving his partner some scouting for now. I can't imagine it becoming a uh, let alone a questionable decision with that many adapters out. I don't know what else it could achieve here. He still is making them though, which is very surprising. Very, very surprising. Way too many adapters. Don't think I would go for that. Um, yes, Damacy is gonna attempt to push. His AC was over here. He's gonna forfeit his base. I would control K everything at this point. Just giving points to your opponent. Not a good idea. And by the looks of it, yeah, he's not controlling K'ing anything, which is not good at all. Those PDs coming into play, but once again, that horizontal arrangement is not helping too much. Only against a direct push. I guess, yeah, against a direct push, it sort of makes sense. So give kudos to Crazy for that right there. And we have another engagement here. Ooh, a nice unit ditto. I think that was Crazy. And just completely taking everything out. Definitely a miss micro and mismanage on this control case and unit rallies. He could have sent his units to scout these buildings here, but instead he let them die. Not really doing anything. Alright, looks like the main fight is happening over here. Brackman fire like crazy. And right now, I would say it's actually quite even, although our AM team does not have a base, so they have to make something work here pretty soon. That's a healthy number of adapters, but their opponents together have relatively equal amounts. They should stay together. This is where voice chat comes into play, and reinforcements coming in for Crazy, and now it's gonna be quite painful for Demacy to push, and we have a uh, unit deto, perfect unit deto. Well, an okayish unit deto. Definitely any trade at this point is healthy for our uh, bluish purple team, as I will call them, I guess. PNBGG, PNBGG team. Ooh, that was a nice Brackman hit, though. Very, very healthy right there. Air coming in, not gonna do much though, or shouldn't do much. Oh, and another Brackman hit. Oh, perfect hits here. Gotta watch out for that structure deto, however. Should probably take all that out and maybe tech your ACU. That would be a smart choice. Meanwhile, Telcrome is doing some nice things. Oh, and that was probably a sacrifice by Nausicca. Good decision at this point because they don't have a base. Their opponents have zero production capability, if unless you count this air. But really, I mean, this count of adapters, I still question the rationale behind that strategy. So we are going to watch this ACU. Well, no, it's not gonna die because, oh, that SD though was quite painful, and even with this nano gun, Demacy is in huge trouble, taking Brackman fire right in the face, and Demacy vaporizes in a mushroom cloud. Not even taking out that much over here. And right now, I would give the advantage to our blue player, although Telcrome did have some time to sit back and tech up. We have some Cobras coming in. Oh, flying in actually, pretty awesome. And depending on what Telcrom has been researching, we will know in the next 2 seconds, no, not 2 seconds, in the next short time, if he utilized his time quite well, but by the looks of it, he was not going for shock on his pigeons. Awkward position for a research station, by the way. I'm going to take out, no, he's not going to take it out because there's jump jets. Some more air coming out. Gonna attempt to bomb those Cobras, not bad. But at this point, it's gonna be really hard for our red player to push a semi-decent base of our blue player, bluish smurf. Obviously, there's no structure deto for Aeon, so Crazy is just able to walk over completely over the red base. We have ACU, same structure deto getting, oh my god, ACUs are getting hurt. We see nanobots though getting healed, although he could have used that later. This whole base is going to proceed to be taken out completely. And it's all going to come down, will Telcrome manage to snipe this ACU? Although Crazy is getting quite a bit of research points, and I really think our AM team should have. There's a overcharge. Oh, and there's gonna be another structure deto. Oh my god, so painful! This is where AM lost. Mismicroing their units against structure deto. You can't underestimate that power. But as we see, both of the ACUs have been vaporized in a mushroom cloud. So by tournament rules, this is a draw and a replay. Couple of things I wanted to mention here. One, obviously, that Structure Deto played a invaluable role in our, I guess, a draw even. I think if those Structure Detos did not happen, our bottom team would have actually won, especially one here. Both of these mexes got that ACU. He walks straight between. Ah, so painful. And also, no control Ks on here, which gave the top team pretty healthy advantage. Anyhow, this has been a night of misfortune for Empire Strategy. I hope you enjoyed this cast. If you have, please comment, rate, and subscribe. And don't forget to send your replays to empirecivilizaaion@gmail.com. My friend, Mr. Steal Your Girl, with whom I do cast with, has been getting tons of replays sent to him, and I have not been getting many. So definitely send me your replays, and I will cast them. And comment on errors or good things, and hopefully you will enjoy those as well. Thank you very much for watching again, and I will see you in future videos. Peace.